Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon. This is Dr. Sabayan again. I'm going to walk you through the environment of Blackboard once you log in. So if you haven't logged in, go open a browser, go to palmbeachstate.edu. On the right side, when you click Blackboard, log in with your information and select the course, which is COP 1000. Now on the left side here, this is my dashboard. All announcements are shown on this section. When you send me a message, it will show up on this section as well, and my task. Now all the work that is due or even past due will be shown on this screen as well. Now on this left side would be your navigation pane. It shows about your syllabus, your lessons, and all that. So what I'm going to do is to click syllabus here. It goes directly to my homepage. If not, there should be a section for you to type in my last name, Sibayan, and it shows what are the different courses. So our course should appear somewhere here. It's not showing up yet, but by the time that you see this video, it should be on this section. Just verify the reference number so you select the right course and the right reference number. Now going back to Blackboard, when you click start here, this is very important because it gives you the course information. In case that this one is kind of pushed back, you could maximize so you could see the entire table of contents in here, course information. So it looks like a book, which is good, so that you have a table of contents on the left side and it shows on the right side. So these are some of the learning outcomes, grading criteria, course schedule. I'm going to update the course schedule in here. It shows you what are the different lessons that you need to do for that week, what are the different homework. So for the most part, I would just update and upload a PDF file so it's easier for you to track down. So this section here shows you your book. You need Cengage Unlimited to be able to access the book. You need an access code for my class. I would say Cengage Unlimited will be the way to go. So it's very seamless and all that. Now, let me go at the top again because you could navigate what I'm talking about on this left side. So welcome to the course. As you click one, it's going to show on the right side. Now, moving forward, we also have a couple of programming logic and design. That's the book. You have your student success tips in here. What are the different Blackboard support, conduct and language and online courses, and plagiarism. So once you click that, you will be able to have an access for each of those information. So going back to start here, I think that's all it. Let me go move forward to the lessons, which is very important. So let me go enter student preview so we are on the same screen. I'm going to click lessons again and click lessons. You would see here, I just finished start here. Let's say I would click lesson 1. So in lesson 1, on the very first part, you would see that this is your PowerPoint on the right side. So you will be able to see that. For the Mindtap course, which is very important on registration, I'm going to click Mindtap, click to launch. Now, just in case that your Mindtap is not showing up, okay, I'm going to minimize this first. Now, if you are using Chrome browser, okay, so you should know if it's Chrome. This one, that's the one that I'm using. That's the web browser that I have. If you see this 3 dots on the right side, click that, go to settings, and 2 ways. You could go to all the way down, advanced, or you could click settings here on the left top. Okay, so again, this is the process on how you can remove pop-up blocker. Okay, this is an issue with most students if they're, let's say, log into another computer, the browser is just, blocking these pop-ups. You want to allow them so that Mindtap will go through and you will be able to do your work. So click advanced all the way down, content settings here, go to where is that? There you go. Pop-ups and redirects. Click that, and mine is already allowed. So if it's on gray, click that or slide it to the right so you're allowing it. Okay. Now going back to your Mindtap, if you click this Mindtap course and click to launch, and you're like, wait a minute, where did it go? How come I keep on clicking it? It's not opening up. Now look at your screen right here. Maybe you have an existing window that is already open. Okay, so that is one. See, if I click this, let me go back to that. I click launch, nothing is happening. So do not worry, check your taskbar. This is the other window. That's just the book itself. Oh, that's pretty fast. This should be your Mindtap. Okay, so notice in here, on whichever you're navigating with, it should show on this section. Okay, now if you haven't registered, obviously the screen will be quite different. You need to sign up for new student and then enter the access code that you purchased. If you purchase a bundle, there should be a passport like a cardboard attached to your book. And when you open that, remove the film, enter the access code, and you will be able to penetrate inside your Mindtap. Now, for those who are Cengage Unlimited, when you go inside registration, fill up your information, go to the dashboard on the search bar at the top, look for the book, and it has to appear on your dashboard. Okay? Now, when you're done with that, close it and go back to Blackboard, which I'm going to do. I'm going to close that. Okay. Now, let's say, for example, I would like to go read. Okay. So this portion in here are all parts of your Mindtap. So if I click read here, see, it's not doing anything because I have a window that is open already. Oh, click launch. My bad. But when you click that, be patient, give a couple of seconds so that it will load up. So here, this is your book, okay? So notice that it provides for the table of contents on this section. This portion in here is very useful. So every time that you see your Mindtap, should I say the read section, when you want to adjust and you want to make it bigger, if you could see some areas in here, you could select a medium text, you could make it bigger, you could even bookmark. Okay, so let's say, for example, I would click the cycle, understanding program cycle. There should be a video that you could watch. There would be lectures in here. Let's say you're doing your reading and all that. Okay, now the best part of this one is you could navigate on the chapter contents on the left side. You see that it went back to chapter contents, right? Now when you click this arrow sign, it goes to the next page, to the next page, to the next page, to the next page, and all of those good stuff. Now let me show you a couple of things that would be very useful for you. If you would like to highlight a couple of words, let's say department, okay, I'm going to highlight that. It will pop up the highlight text in here. It provides you some customization for the colors. If you want to highlight that in pink, you can do so. You could add a note, so you could type in sample note in here. You could save it. Okay, once you save that, it goes right on the left. It looks like a sticky note, which I really like because you could always retrieve that. You could delete the note and click done if you're done, or you could edit it if you want to. I'm going to click done for now. Now, if you see here, oh, by the way, this part in here, when you click that blue icon or blue underlined words, that provides for like a quick description. And there you go. These are some parts of it. Now, when you go inside your study hub, which is pretty cool, when you click your study hub here, it shows you three options or three categories. You could create your study guide on the right side. You could click notes and highlights, which we did, right? So we did one highlight. That was part of your chapter 1. So when you click that, this is the paragraph where it belongs, and it shows you the sample note, which is good. You could view filter, but what's nice about this one is it's organizing everything that you have. If you bookmark that page, it's going to show on this section too. But this is amazing, so utilize the study hub. I'm going to close that section because you could use some flashcards in here, okay? You could also access the flashcard on your Blackboard, but let's say you're here already and you want to just navigate that to kind of make it a lot easier. When you click that flashcard, this is a good way to review the chapter, which I highly recommend. You could navigate from different chapters here at the top. You could go click next card. You could flip the card to see the definition. So moving forward, you could even shuffle deck and all that. So you even have your dictionary in here. You could put my notes in there. You could go and have somebody to read for you if you want to. You could change it into medium. You could make it slow, fast. If you want to listen to the page using this feature, you sure can. So I think that's something very important. So I'm going to close this. So that's just read. If you want to access your book. Now, as I've said, you can always click on the other parts. If you're quite confused, go close Mindtap, go back to Blackboard, and take a look at this section. Okay? If all else fail, you're like, wait a minute, I'm like kind of confused inside. Go back here, click Visualize, click Launch. Give a couple of seconds until it loads up. And there you go. This is the video, so which you could watch. I'm going to close that again. Now let's say I want to just reinforce. I believe reinforce would be your flashcards. Let's see. Couple of seconds. There we go. Yeah, this is reinforce. So this is what I'm saying. Now, of course, when you're inside Mindtap, you have all these features in here. But if it's quite confusing when you're inside, you're like, hey, let me close this, go back to Blackboard, table of contents of that lesson, and you will be able to navigate it in here. So it mirrors this one to your Mindtap. Okay? Now, let's go to your graded items area. Okay? All unit tests are twice take. You have 2 times to take all those unit tests. Now, these are all Mindtap exercises. Okay, I'm going to have a separate video to walk you through with some of the Mindtap exercises, so it's not too long for you. Go back to lessons, the same thing when you go to lesson 2. Okay, so you would see here on the left side how Mindtap works. Access your exercises, your PowerPoint, your book. Now this graded section in here, you could click that to kind of truncate it, or you could expand it. These are all the homework due for you. May it be a short one, may it be something like a debugging exercise or something like that, but everything in this folder goes to your gradebook. Okay? Normally I adjust this one, I add or I remove a couple of stuff, but that's all it for the lessons. What else? Course mail and my grades. Of course, you will be able to see your grades in that section. I will see everybody on the next video. I'm going to walk you through with some of the discussions, but for now, this is something that is very important because sometimes Mindtap can be quite confusing. That's all for today.